right, guys, hey, we're going to start talking about getting ready for the baseball season. Now, we're still about a month away, a little bit, maybe a month and a half-ish. I'll be talking about when practice will be officially starting, but we're going to be getting ready for this season, and what does that mean? Well, first of all, I'm going to say if you haven't been, get out and do something, right? Get out and run around, get your body back in motion. It's been cold, it's been wet. You may not have been playing a winter sport or doing much. Get out and get moving around. Run, be a kid, go to the playground, jump around, play pickup games with your friends. Just get your feet, get your legs, get your body moving. Now we can also think about the game. There isn't games on TV right now that we can go and watch and kind of get our focus, but there are some things we can do to try to get our feel back. And baseball is a feel game. So there's a couple things that I'd recommend that each of us do just to get the feeling back. And when I played, I was a feel player. Okay, I had to consistently do something in order to have that feel. You know, for some of you, or for the parents out there that play golf, they understand what I'm talking about. If you don't play for a while, you'll lose that touch, you'll lose that feel. Well, baseball is a very similar type of game. Okay, there's a feeling that's involved, and you got to kind of be around it, and you got to keep doing it in order to maintain that feel and to tweak that feel, to stay in the comfort zone. So it's a couple things, right? Number one is with your bat. Now, some of you may have gotten some new bats for Christmas or recent birthdays. Awesome. Perhaps they're bigger, heavier, whatever. Or if it's who cares if it's the same bat? If that bat's working for you, stick with it. But we want to get a feel for this thing again. We want to have a feel for it in our hands. So here's some of the things that I used to do when I was younger, and I got taught this at baseball camps. But even if you're sitting down watching TV at night, or whatever it is that you're doing where you've got some downtime, you can pick up your bat, and you don't have to swing it in the house necessarily. You can swing it in the garage, you can swing it in the backyard, but just to get your hands used to being on the bat, okay? You can hold on to it, you can kind of take some little like check swing type deals, but one thing, just to get the hands ready and get the wrists ready again, you can kind of do some wrist workouts, okay? You can go, while I'm sitting back watching TV, I got my legs up, all right? I got my arm up, and I can just be doing this with the bat in one hand. And maybe I'll do 20, 25, 30 of these, or until my wrist starts to get tired, I'll switch to the other hand. Okay, what is that going on the TV? I'm watching my favorite show, and I'm not even noticing I'm doing this, but I'm getting some work in. When I get done with that, maybe I'll go side to side. Okay? I'm not trying to hit anybody, not trying to hit my little brother, little sister. Okay, just trying to get a feel again for the bat. Do it again with the other hand. Okay. Do a couple of these. Hey, even if I stand up, all right, maybe I can choke down the bat a little bit. I'm still watching TV. Bring the bat up in front. You turn it around this way. And just the idea is to get a feel for this thing again. Why? Because the more we can control this bat, and more importantly, the barrel, the damage end of this bat, not this end, but the damage end, the more we can control that, the better. So if this thing feels comfortable in our hands, it feels like an extension of our body, okay, the more in sync we're going to be when we go to swing this thing. If this feels like a foreign piece of equipment, it's like, man, my bat just doesn't feel right, it's not going to do any good for you. So I'll tell you this, when this bat, no matter how heavy or how light of a bat I swung, or how short or long, it had to feel good. It had to have a certain feel for me. Now maybe you're not the same. Perhaps it's a little different for you, but I recommend, look, get your hands a little stronger, get them going, because by the time we get started, I'm going to expect you guys to be ready to roll, ready to swing. So even if you're not hitting balls, you don't have a tee or a setup, I'll show some drills. I got a net, a tee, a soft toss machine in my garage. If you don't have that type of equipment, you can use your imagination and swing the bat and imagine pitches are in different spots. You can work on getting a feel, getting your hands and your wrists strong, okay? And just be comfortable holding on to this thing. Now this is the bat. What can I do with the glove? Now maybe you don't have a throwing partner. Maybe you're just sitting at home again, watching TV, doing whatever it is you guys do, or watching whatever it is you guys watch. You can do a little bit of feel work with this. Now the ball, again, has to be comfortable in your hand. Just like the bat needs to be comfortable in your hands, the ball needs to be comfortable in your hand in order to make a good throw, make a good pitch, etc., etc., etc. We talked about controlling the baseball, right? It's not just controlling it by catching it, it's controlling it by making good throws, okay? Commanding the ball from the mound, throwing strikes. This can be a big thing. Now, without physically going out and playing catch, without throwing the ball against a wall, we can work on some things in our field. Get used to holding a baseball again. Now, if you're a 2-finger guy or a 3-finger holder, hold it appropriately and get comfortable with it. Don't squeeze it too tight and definitely too soft, just in a good, comfortable position. Now, we'll get to the details of what that is, but just to get a feeling for it, hold it in your hand. Now, here's the thing I used to do watching TV, okay? Coaches used to tell me about, let's make sure we get a good grip and get ready to throw. A lot has to do with the transfer. We field a ground ball, we have to get it into a throwing position quickly to make an accurate throw. We field or we get a throw from another player, we got to get it out and maybe make another throw. So I would simply just throw the ball into my glove and get it back out and get into a good throwing position. What I mean by that is a good grip on the ball. I'm not just pulling it out and it's a palm ball and ooh, I can't make a throw like this. I want to get it to a place where I can make a throw. So I'm going to throw it in the glove, I'm going to get it out, and I'm going to get my grip. By the time I get from here to here, I've gotten my grip to throw it. I may have to do some adjusting along the way. You don't even see it. I get in, boom, I'm in the spot. Throw it in again. By the time I get here, I'm in a spot. And I'm holding it the same way every time. Find, your hands are different sizes than mine. Find a grip that is comfortable for you and stick with it. Now, it may be a 4-seam grip or a 2-seam grip. We'll talk about these things. But find a grip that is comfortable for you. Now, you can do this again while watching TV. By the time you get back here, you should have that grip, okay? Every single time. Now, it may take a little bit longer the first time. You may have to tweak it a little bit, and then, oh, I got there. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can get there faster this time. All right, awesome. Now, you can do this just, again, watching. Got my grip. All right, got my grip. And try to get, it's important we get that appropriate grip before we make the throw. So I know a lot of times when we've talked, let's get rid of it, and I've seen a lot of you, you can admit it, everybody's probably done it, where you get the, and you make a throw without having the appropriate grip when the ball goes flying. So the quicker we can get that grip, the quicker we can get to a throwing position with that grip, the more accurate our throws are going to be. Make sense? Okay. So 2 things you can do, just sitting at home, doesn't require a partner, doesn't require a ball to be thrown to you or flipped to you, doesn't require a tee or a bucket of balls or a net to hit into or a field to be at. We can do these things no matter how cold, wet, rainy it is outside. We can be working on getting our feeling back with the bat, with the glove, with the ball. Make sense? I hope so. So continue to work on that and look out for the next video.